Hey guys, welcome back to the Bunsa's Buckets podcast, the show that brings you everything in basketball. I am your host, Shea and Ali, and with me today I have a very special guest, my brother, Ali Mechaik. Bro, thanks for being here.
Dude, thanks for having me, man. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, no problem. It's
Big fan
fun
of
doing this,
podcasts.
especially in Detroit.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Welcome back.
Today we are going to be discussing all things basketball, both personal and NBA. Let's get right into it.
Let's do it.
Ollie, here's your first question. Why was basketball your first love, and why did you stick with it?
Yeah, it's a good question. So, as far as sports, basketball is definitely my first love. But I would definitely say my first love was definitely my mom. Shout out to my mom. And yeah, so I think I was probably 4 years old when I picked up a basketball. We had one of those little, you probably know what I'm talking about. You know those little Tyke plastic basketball hoops that go like to 4 feet?
Yeah.
That you dunk on it once and it breaks? We had one of those and one of those rubber basketballs, and I just fell in love. And then I think growing up, it was the sport that I was the best at, which wasn't saying a whole lot, but so for that reason, I always stuck with it and played my whole life. Loved it ever since.
Yeah.
How about you?
Talk to me. Well, same as what I said.
Yeah.
Talk to me about me and you competing against each other and why you think it takes the best out of
All right,
us.
well, this question sucks now because you beat me in one-on-one this morning. So now I got to remember that, and we got to talk about that. Do we have to talk about that?
Well, we're going to talk about when we do play one-on-one, why it takes the best out of us.
So not this morning.
No.
Okay, thankfully.
Oof.
It's all love, man. I think when you play against people you love, it brings out the best in you, you know? And our whole life at Lifetime in Austin, we always get put on different teams. We never play together, right?
Yeah.
For some reason, it just always ends up that way. So who do I, of course, say I'm going to guard?
No.
Who do I call out immediately?
Shea.
And who does Shea end up guarding?
Always.
Yeah, and so, no, I think it brings out a good fire in us, a good competition in us. I'm definitely, I think all-time wins, I think I have the edge. No, I don't think I have the edge. I know I have the edge. Today was we're not going to talk about today. We're not going to talk about today's one-on-one. Shea beat me like 13, what was it, 12 to 10? Yeah, he was getting buckets today. But no, that one time we played on the same team, should I tell him? Remember that one time we played on the same team and I went backdoor on the baseline?
Yeah.
I'll have to tell him. So one time Shea and I were playing on the same team. One of the nastiest assists I've ever seen. I curled on the baseline. My defender was trailing me. I was about at the box. I faked like I was going to post up. Shea pump faked the pass. I curled, spun backdoor. Shea led me with a perfect pass. Easy layup. No one within 8 feet of me.
I had dribbled down before I made that pass and punk fake. I was drilling down. I was thinking about shooting it because I wanted to see if it was going to go in or not. But
You were thinking about shooting?
I caught myself and I just did a little punk fake. And when I saw you make that cut, I'm like, let's just try it.
Nastiest pass. Nasty. I'll never forget that. We still reenact it to this day.
Ollie, who do you have winning MVP this year?
Ooh. Who I want is Luka because, number one, I love somebody who's not maybe the most gifted athletically, although he's gifted athletically, to do the things that they're doing. I think it's relatable, you know? Like we can relate to guys like that.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, to put up 73 points, and make it look easy, to put up 50-point triple-doubles, 40-point triple-doubles, like it's nothing. I definitely think he deserves it. I think that someone of his talent, they should be winning more. So we'll have to see how they can figure that out.
Yeah, no, Luka's he's just different.
He's different.
He's just Like,
He's like Ali buckets.
it's literally just it's so laughable to watch him. Hey, oh, I have 73 points.
It's crazy.
Who is your favorite undrafted star and why?
Definitely Ali Mechaik. Definitely. Undrafted, check. Star, check. It's me, for sure. No, I'm just kidding. Definitely undrafted, but I don't know about stars. So I would say Jeremy Lin. Because, again, I think Jeremy Lin is one of those guys that's relatable. Like, came out of nowhere, had, like, 2 good years, disappeared. But
yeah.
definitely Jeremy Lin. Well, and maybe Bruce Bowen. I think he was undrafted, too. That's just the Spurs in me.
Which team do you want to see in the playoffs?
Oh. This one stings to say, but I think the Warriors. Because I think with what Clay has gone through, with his injuries, and then all the talk about him not being the same, and then he gets benched, and he has to learn to deal with that. You love a guy like Clay. You root for a guy like Clay. And also because I think, like, Steph's getting older. I don't think we realize how old is he. Isn't he, like, 36 now?
Yeah, like
36, 37?
right around there.
35?
And
And that's, like, yeah, it saddens me to think that it could be the end of an era. And I really want to see them succeed still. You know, I don't want to let go of them quite yet.
Same here, and everyone here knows that I am
The biggest
like
Warriors
just a all-out die-hard Warriors fan, and so for me to hear that Clay's done, he's washed or something like that, I'm like, no, he's not. No, he is not. Do we not see what he did in his prime years? I understand that he may not be his prime self, but he made us see when they played the Celtics in Game 6 of what he, like, 60 points, 11 joules. Who is guarding that in Game 6? And he redid that in Game 6 against Celtics. So I know, like, everyone has their own opinion about Clay. I'm just going off of to hear people just say, "Is this the end of an era?" No, it's not. Curry, Clay, and Draymond are still there. We have a Hall of Famer, Chris Paul, and we have the glove son, junior glove, Gary Payton, on the team. We're not done. We're not. Because you can't interrupt that big three.
Yeah. They just got to make the playoffs. That's it.
Yes, I get their order and stuff are going to come down, but...
They're not done yet.
Yeah.
They're not done yet. All right, Shea, question for you. What do you think about Steph or Sabrina?
Oh, man. I was just telling Ollie about this yesterday, but... obviously, like I said in the last episode, I'm still going to go all out and get flowers everywhere to Sabrina for what she did in WNBA. Because she is literally like, there's nothing you can say. She is the Curry in the WNBA. That's what she is. And I love how she plays. Plays the same way as Curry. But I'm going to choose my words wisely when I say this. She did say she'll shoot from the NBA line, but that is Steph's line. And I just had to go with Steph in that last episode, on episode 10, when Callaghan asked me that same question, and I automatically just said Steph because
Can't pick against Steph.
he already passed up the 2 greatest all-time shooting guards. And now he stands alone. I love Sabrina, but I'm still going to just root for my guy, Steph, as a diehard Steph fan.
Can't blame you.
I am.
Can't blame you.
Before we sign off for the day, we have a new segment that we are adding to the podcast. It's called the Bunsa's Bucket List. Each week we will have a closing question that relates to something that I want to take off my bucket list. And today we are picking our top 3 winter activities.
What are your 3, Shea?
What's better in winter when it's all cold and you're in a house? There is nothing like hot chocolate. It's cold, you're inside, you're with family, and that's why I have to go with hot chocolate because it's like you actually need it in the winter. in my opinion on that one. My second one is none other than playing Nintendo games, especially with family. Because when you are playing with your family or just your siblings, it's like what me and I were saying earlier, it takes the best out of us. And of course, me and my siblings were all he knows is at this point, he knows how competitive me and my siblings are. Cause it's fun to be in that just smack talking to each other and just beating each other up and then in the Nintendo games. But I promise y'all need to play Nintendo games. It just takes the best out of us, especially when you're probably 3 times over competitive, especially with your siblings. My last and final one is family time. When it's winter and you're playing games, making the hot chocolate, what's better than just having family time in the winter and you're with all of your family and you're just having a good time playing games with each other. And it's winter, so that's why I just had to go to family time for that one.
I love it.
So
I love it. I definitely agree with the smack talk part. And I know that one's there for sure.
Ollie, what are your favorite things to do?
Man, 3 favorite winter things. So I'd say number 1, probably just going out to eat, going to coffee shops. I think, I like to do that all year round, honestly. But I think in the winter here in Michigan, there's not a ton to do. Yeah. So we're kind of stuck with going out to eat, going to coffee shops, but it's enjoyable, Me and my other friend, Ali, some of the homies, we go try new restaurants, try to find the best restaurants around town. So that's a good time. Yeah. Number 2, definitely getting a nice pump at the gym. I would definitely say that's also my favorite thing to do year round, but definitely in the wintertime, bulking season. And then 3 is our winter basketball league that just ended. Sadly, we lost on a buzzer beater, but what can you do? But every year there's a winter basketball league, and this year they started renting out Little Caesars Arena for the championship game and the semis game. And it's always just a bunch of homies. We have a good time. It's competitive, but it's fun. We get to design our own custom jerseys, so you get to live like you're in the NBA, I guess. Yeah. Closest we'll get to it.
It's even a lot better than just going there, as we are about to go.
We're going tonight.
We're going tonight to shoot around.
You should be coaching us. You came to Michigan to coach us to the championship, and we let you down.
Yeah, that's right.
I can't believe we let you down. Oh, man.
Well, that's all we have for today's episode of the Bunsa's Bucket List podcast. Thanks for joining us and showing your support. We hope you enjoyed episode 11. If you haven't already, make sure you smash that subscribe button to the podcast on Spotify and YouTube at Bunsa's Bucket List. Thanks again, and we'll see you all next time. See ya.
Thanks for having me.